Do you ever wonder how bands get that really, really big guitar sound in the studio? It feels really live. It's usually done through something called multitracking. So how multitracking works is they'll take usually a guitar part, they'll record it a bunch of times, there are some different effects on it, different levels of gain, etc., and then they'll pan them. That's not just a studio trick anymore, thanks to Old Blood Noise Endeavors and their Beam Splitter. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and your smile is just lighting up my day like it always does. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, let's talk about the Beam Splitter, Old Blood Noise Endeavor's newest 3-voiced drive pedal. So you can see some different colored knobs on this pedal. Those all correspond to different flavors of drive. The purple is going to be the hard clipping. This is the most compressed, possibly the gainiest overdrive. The middle has hard and soft clipping. That's this kind of greenish color, yellow, green, however you see that. I'm sure we all see it a little bit differently. And last we have transistor distortion, or so should I say transistor overdrive, over with the blue. But the routing is really where this pedal gets interesting and exciting. This can put out all of these into one mono out, or you can separate them into Trereo outs. Yes, no more stereo. Stereo is blasé. Trereo is where it's at. But yeah, I got the mono in. That's coming from my Ventera 2 Jazzmaster, and it's all going in to identical settings on the Chimera plugin, the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave. I'm going to hard pan these other two drive sounds. Listen, there's a lot going on in this pedal. Once you hear it, I think you'll understand it. So let's go ahead and get into playing. I'm going to go through all of the overdrive sounds one by one, and then I'm going to put them all together. So we're going to start with the purple. Here's my clean tone. And you can see that's with the gain all the way down. And as you turn up that gain, it will change the character. It'll smooth out the lower end, and it will boost the mids and treble more. So purple really is made to be the heart of this overdrive pedal, and in my mix I am panning this one straight center, so that's where you are going to hear that. I'm going to turn the volume down, and I'm going to turn up this, I'm going to call it green overdrive. So you are hearing that in the right ear, and obviously I have that going out through this out, and again I'm hard panning. So then the blue will come out this last one here, but. So when I blend in that middle, you can hear how they really pair so nicely together. I'm going to turn that one back down all the way, and let's go ahead and quickly listen to the blue, which has a toggle that will give you more distortion. And obviously you're hearing that in the left ear. So now I'm going to blend in the green. And the purple. So we have 3 overdrive sounds all blended together. I think they all sound pretty great on their own, but they're not doing the real multi-track thing of being a little bit offset from each other. That's what helps make it bigger and fuller. And that's where the time knobs, and for that matter, the decay knobs come into play. They create a delay between when you play and when you hear the signal. I'm going to turn the volume down all the way on that one, and I'm going to keep the time down on the blue, turn it all the way up. They both sides go up to 125 milliseconds. It's kind of slapbacky. And you can hear them kind of ping-ponging back and forth. Well, not back and forth, but you can hear it start on one side and end on the other. And then you can turn on the decay, which will give you a bit of a delay. And if you turn it up all the way, it's a delay. So when I bled in the middle, you could really hear it. It sounded a lot more natural, but also just generally bigger. Oh my gosh. So it is a little strange to play the green and the blue by themselves. I'm going to not turn the time up all the way, and I'm going to turn the decay down. So at this point, you'll notice the deviate knob. This is the shared knob on these 2 green and blue circuits. When you turn up the deviate, it almost humanizes the delay. Otherwise, there will always be the same. But if you use that deviate knob, you're going to get a more human, natural kind of sound as it's not set. Now the time is just the maximum offsetting / delay time. But it will change. It sounds huge, it sounds awesome. And I'm going to talk about how kind of I prefer to use these settings. I prefer the purple to be that main drive sound. I think if the others, if the green and the blue are that main sound, it can be a little dizzying in a way, but a little goes a long way on these. So I'm going to set the green to be kind of cleaner. The blue, I'm going to turn up the clipping there, and I'm going to max the blue time, turn that deviate up, and kind of set the decay for both of these. Let's just do it at noon. That sounds good to me. think that sounded a little strange, but it's cool. Let's try it. Maybe turn the volume down on those, but still keep up that decay. Let's see if we can get that in a fun, usable kind of place. I really like keeping that green kind of clean. Gives a little bit of clarity. Turn up the tone a bit. I want to make it work. Well, there you have it. That is the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Beam Splitter. This thing, in a word, huge. It fills out your sound in ways you can usually only do if you're in the studio and have the time. This can save time in that regard from triple tracking guitars and stuff like that. If you have a stereo amp and have just one more amp, you can run this live. This will involve bringing more amps to a show, or more amp or cab stems to a show, because I think that the 3 outputs is a little much for some rigs, but you know, you can just do it without having these extra cables. So I'm going to unplug those really quickly and show you what it sounds like just with everything centered. So we only have one pedal, one input now. yeah, I definitely prefer it with the full stereo spread, but you can get the job done absolutely if you only have that one input or output. Input into your amp, output from the pedal. But this has so many possibilities the way that it's set up. You don't have to hard pan all of them. You could just run a separate effects loop from one or all of these, and you could use something like the Beam Splitter at the end to recombine them. There are so many awesome options with this pedal. It's really one of the most exciting drive pedals I've played in a long time. Big kudos to Old Blood Noise Endeavors. And thank you so much to the team over there for sending this to me to check out with y'all. Well, everybody out there, please consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/getoffset. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord server, plus some other perks that are in place and on the way in the imminent future. What else? Like, comment, subscribe if you can. It's a great way to support the channel doing things we were probably going to do anyway. Affiliate links in the video description to a whole host of places, but you can buy this directly from the Old Blood Noise Endeavors website. I think that's a great thing to do. But yeah, to everybody out there, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.